What is going on? I am on the floor and I'm cleaning up my workroom and I'm putting this stuff back together. And I've been saying I wanted to do this video in a minute, so I'm here because now's the perfect time. I wanted to show you stuff that I have received since I've been creating content, hair tools that I've received since I've been creating content, versus the ones that I have purchased myself. Okay? Now this one, I bought it. I would still recommend it. The only downside to it is that it's one of those tools that do not turn off on their own. So if you want to have one of those ones that, you know, it turns off after like 30 minutes to an hour of you having it and you gotta turn it back on, you're free to look for a specific brand that offers that, which is why whenever I'm making content, I tend to link the product, and I'll link different ones depending on what the price is, and I'll let you know, like, hey, this one has this, etc, etc. So this specific 5-in-1 tools, when I bought this, I wanted a curling iron, because the curling iron that I had, well, I still have it, it's in the other container, I'll show that soon, it just had the one size, and I knew that there were tools out there that could give me more. So now whenever I felt like curling my hair, I had this one, I had this one, I had this one, and this one, and then this one, right? And then all you gotta do is put it right there. Now it does come with the 2 combs, and I think it had come with a heat protectant glove, but because I'm using my heat protectant gloves, I don't keep it in the box. I have it in another box somewhere. So there are some that has a I think I have one that has a brush now, not this specific brand, but I see other brands that have different tools, and I'm like, the one thing that would make me buy it again, I don't even really need it, is if you gave me one that had a hot comb on it, because I'm like, I have a hot comb, I bought this myself, I've had it for some time, it does turn off on its own. I'm like, it'd be so nice if you guys made a 5-in-1 that had the hot comb. Oh, they have this flat iron on it. That's what they have. But not one that has a hot comb. And I'm like, that kind of sucks. So I bought that. I bought my comb. This was sent to me. When I tell you that this is heaven sent, I freaking love it. It has a digital display. I still have the items in here that come in the box. I keep them in the box, or at least I try to. Hold on, I'm trying to get my nail sticker off. There we go. So, what comes in this box is you're going to have the protectant glove. Oh, I took the brush out. I must have the brush on the counter still. You're going to have the manual. I don't. Is this the manual? You have the hot comb. The lowest heat setting, I think it was 250, and then the highest is 410. I love the digital display on here. And it really straightens out my hair really well, so I really love that. Something else that was sent to me was this by Wavy top as a sample to review. This is another thing that offers a bunch of curls, but what I love about it is the brush, right? And I don't have the brush in here, but it's on the table. I was cleaning it. Hold on. Okay, so it has the brush. You can either buy the standalone brush, or you can get this 5-in-1 that has the brush. Very similar to that other 5-in-1 with what it comes with, but you have the brush, you have this specific tool right here, you have this one right here, this one right here, and then you have this one right here. 5-in-1. So it depends on what pieces you want with yours. That's gonna really drive you to purchase the tools that I have. 10 out of 10. I would recommend. This does not turn off on its own. It's one of the ones that do not turn off on its own. So remember to unplug it after you finish using it. This, I don't know if I already said it, will turn off on its own. So you just gotta turn that back on when you realize that it turns off. And I also have the comb. Oh, here it is. And here's the brush too. It was in their box. Let me put it back in this box. I also have their straightening comb. I prefer the Tymo. I do. Because the digital display, all I have to do is just look at it and I'll know immediately what the temperature is. I know that this goes up to 420, but I think I got the oil and stuff on the front, so the numbers kind of got erased a little bit. So I can't always tell what specific temperature it's at. I can see the 420, the 390, and then the rest of them are very pale. So that kind of sucks. But aside from that, it's a great tool. This was sent to me. It still works wonderfully, but it's just the digital display that I've come to like and prefer, especially after this happened where it erased the temperature, so I wouldn't know. So I'd be have to just turn it on, straighten my hair, realize I want it hotter than that, and then just if I feel like turning it up to the maximum, then I'll do that. But still a great tool. Does turn off after a little bit. 10 out of 10 I would still recommend. Let me show you something else. I was going to tell you about the hair dryer, but I don't have it within arm's reach. So let me show you the other item first. This is another curling tool. This was sent to me. I really enjoy it. I really love it. Those days when I'm lazy and I don't want to do too much to try to curl the hair, because it's one of those automatic curlers. The brand for this is Novus. Baby, all you got to do is just take the hair, put it in there, press the button, zzz, take it out, zzz, take it out, zzz, take it out. I tend to burn myself every time, majority of the time when I'm curling my hair. And how you gonna burn yourself with this? Just how? Don't matter which side, because it's every time I'm doing my right side of my head, I guess I'm just not holding it right, and I burn myself every time. And that's why I have these marks right here, in case you were wondering. Yes, I burnt myself. And sometimes burn it in the same place. So right here, and I think I'd had a burn right here and over here too. You can't even tell. Some of them have kind of faded. But every single time, you can't burn yourself with this. I love this. So this is another great tool. Which is why when I get messages to try out a product, I decline. If I already have that product from a different brand and it's not broken, I'm declining. I don't want it. I'm sure your product is good. The reviews are great, but what? I don't need 3-4 of these from different brands. Yes, I understand that each one is going to be different, the same way how I prefer the Tymo over the Wavy Talk comb because of the digital display. So understand that there are certain functionalities and features that are going to cause my preference to waver in terms of which one I like more. But at the same time, I am a small creator. I don't have a very big space, and I'm not going to be using every single one of them all the time. So I don't want it. I don't want it. Now, if I had a huge audience, where, because you know some of those creators who do those giveaways, and they'll just pick a random person and just say, boom, I'm gonna give you a hot comb or something. I'm not at that level yet. Like, yes, I have engagement. Like, if I had a much bigger platform and I had huge engagements and people who really love the product and people who don't mind, you know, just buying it themselves, and you're gonna still have those people who like prefer to get it. If I had a huge audience, then I would accept more of those, and then I'd give those away to someone who would use it more than I would, because I don't need 10 of those different products. Same thing with skincare. I don't accept a whole bunch of skincare I haven't really accepted any new skincare, because I have something that works. If I'm out of the product, if you reach out to me at the right time and I just ran out of product, then I'll try it. But if I especially just restocked my product and you're gonna try to be like, hey, do you want to try this? Like my vitamin C serum, I had run out of vitamin C, because you know I use the CeraVe vitamin C, and then I saw this other vitamin C and it was just at the right time, and I said, oh, let me use it. They do the same thing, but obviously the consistency was different. That one had, obviously it was a more, even though the other one is kind of runny too, when it came out it was still thicker and felt richer. while that one was like more on the watery side. And I'm like, I think I prefer how my other one feels on my skin compared to the one that I just got. I have come to realize I'm kind of a texture person and a feel person. I already knew that I'm all about aesthetics, because even with my car, like, yes, the car is gonna get you from point A to point B and it shouldn't matter. But at the same time, I don't want, if it's all beat up and run down, I'll just walk. Give me a bicycle, I'll ride a bicycle. Like, no, at least let it be pretty, you know? But same thing. Next favorite. This is the best hair dryer hands down. I have been offered other hair dryers. I'm like, no, I don't want it. I got this. I love it. It's quiet. Because what do I have to compare it to? My own personal hair dryer that I've had for years. It's not broken. Well, it's not all the way broken. There's the cover part of it is cracked, or but aside from that, it still works. But it's so loud and noisy. And then I knew it. That's why a lot of times that I'm doing my wig installs, you're not seeing me use the hair dryer, because I couldn't take the noise. Every time I'm doing my hair and stuff, I have the TV going. I usually have an anime going. And I would have to turn the TV up so loud. And even then, sometimes I still couldn't hear it over the hair dryer, and it would piss me off. So a lot of times I'd be 99% of the times I was lazy. That's why a lot of times in some of my older videos, the wig was just not that, it wasn't installed that well. There were parts where it didn't dry properly because I'm just waiting for it to dry, or I'm just sitting down with a fan or a book and trying to fan it myself. And I use this hair dryer. I have it plugged in right now, which is why I don't get it. Let me go get it. Hold on. And then I'm looking for the other part of the box, because as you can see, well, you can't really see, but I'm cleaning up in here and putting everything in their correct boxes. So the rest of the hair dryer is in the box, and I only have the cover in front of me. When I stop looking, it's gonna turn up, but the other half of the box, I probably have it on the couch. I'm not sure, because like I said, I'm rearranging the room. But this hair dryer, I love this reflective part right here. The cover, the plastic came off of it. I hate that. I liked having the plastic on there because I don't want it to get all scratched, right? And it has two parts. One of them I have in front of me right now. This one I don't really use it because I don't do the styles for this, because you know I don't really do my natural hair. But you can either get the set, it's on TikTok shop. If it's anywhere else, I'll try to link it in the description. But this part, you can, if you get the set, that gives you this, or you can buy it separately. At the time of filming this video, they have their Black Friday sale going on, and they have free shipping that's going for $35 without this. If you want this in there, then I think it goes up to like 40 something or $50, but it's still a good price point, because usually this is going for like $80+ before taxes, and it's $35 before taxes at the time of this video when I'm filming it. When I tell you that this hair dryer is so freaking quiet compared to my other hair dryer, I can be on my phone. I've had whole conversations with my friend and my mom while drying my hair. They could still hear me. I could still hear them using this hair dryer, right? And then I'm watching my anime, right? Even though it's, listen, I'm a comfort watcher. I have a show that I like. I'm gonna keep watching it. I haven't watched How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon in a minute, but the one that I keep rewatching every single time, without fail, whether I'm doing my hair, doing my kiddos hair, I keep putting it on. Campfire Cooking in Another World. I know the episode's inside out, but I'ma still watch it. I just kind of like that the playing. Like sometimes I'll even just watch it in the subs if I don't feel like looking up the dubs. I don't care what they're saying because I know what's going on. I know what's happening. I know the conversations. I don't really care whether they're speaking English or not. And I just got the hair dryer going. I'm drying my hair, and my natural hair, this will dry my hair in, like, I've timed it before, about 10-15 minutes tops, depending on which speed I have it on. So I'm here rambling about how awesome it is, but let me let you hear how it sounds. It may not sound that loud on camera, or it might sound louder on camera, but in real life, It really is pretty quiet. You can still talk on the phone and do whatever, and it doesn't affect the conversation. So I just plugged it in. Can you still hear me? Because I'm not using a microphone right now. Can you hear me? And this is the cool setting. And then if you turn it on yellow, yellow is a bit warm. Red is hot. I don't use it on red. And then purple is when it alternates between the cool and hot. Right now it's back to cool for a little bit. And then it's gonna go back, here it is again, the hot. So it alternates between cool and hot. And then every time I'm using it, I always use it on cool. And this is the first speed. And then this is the second speed. And hopefully you still heard my voice pretty clearly with that. Well, if I were to use my other hair dryer that I have, oh my god, it's so fucking annoying. It's so loud. I don't use it. I don't use it. And oh, let me show you. The pieces are magnetic. The other part that I want to show you is, you know, I don't know if I can describe it, but you know, it's gonna connect just like this, right? And then it's gonna have the little, it's kind of flat like that in the front, you know, where you can kind of have the air a little bit more concentrating where you have it directed. But I keep it, every time I'm using it, I just use it like this. I don't use an attachment. I don't feel the need for an attachment. The attachment would really be if you're doing a blowout and you're using it to straighten out your hair and whatever and curl your hair, then yeah, you'd probably use it then. But me, I just dry it as is. And then this, you know how they always use it? Oh, let me plug it back in. So let's see how it sounds with this piece, because again, like I say, I never use the attachments. I just use it as is. That's how it sounds. And then you put your hair in there and they're like, but I don't, like I said, I don't do that with my hair. I just needed to sometimes dry my hair when I wash it, and then that's it. So if I might post this, I'm gonna post this tomorrow. I already have a video scheduled for tomorrow because I'm releasing all my videos, but I'm gonna post this either tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow will be fine, just so that you guys can take advantage of the sale, because everything that I'm showing you right now, they are on sale for Black Friday, and now is the perfect time to get them. These prices are actually worth it, because you know, some of those things, they just be marking up the freaking prices and then they bring it down for the Black Friday. But because I am in the beauty industry, I guess because I've been making that kind of content, and because I'm on TikTok Shop more, I am aware of what the prices are and what the prices should be. Like outside of the hair stuff, Juvia's Place right now, the blushes I know is $20. $20, that's the price, usually the price before taxes. That's usually the price. Every time Black Friday or certain special holidays and stuff, them blushes go down to like $7. That's when I run it and I be gobbling that up, the blush and the contour, not the contour, the, yeah, I think that's what it was, the contour, Deja Vu. And I copped that at this $7 price, the $10 price, because normally they're $20 at the time of this video. Right now they have a buy one get two, so they're giving you the blush, the powder blush, and then you get the liquid blush as well for $20. Remember, one single one single blush is normally $20, and the fact that you're getting more than one for $20, grab that, get it. Now let me go grab my little tool here, my little storage container, and I'm gonna show you all the other stuff that I have purchased throughout my journey of doing hair, and stuff that my mom has given me and that I continue to have. I may not use them anymore, but I still have them. But let me go grab those real quick before the battery dies, because they're at 8%. Hold on. Ugh. Let's hurry up because I'm yapping. This is my first hair dryer. My mom gave me this hair dryer. I'm gonna plug it in so you can hear what it sounds like. See, because I can tell you, oh my gosh, hair dryer is so quiet, but you have nothing to compare it to. Hear the difference? this is low, and this is me still talking in my normal voice, and then turn it up. Can you hear me clearly over this hair dryer compared to when I'm using my other hair dryer? Okay, so there's that hair dryer. Now let's plug Tide hair dryer back in. Do you see the difference? Do you hear the difference? This is the first speed. This is the second speed. Do you realize that you can still hear my voice over this if you actually wanted to listen to my voice? So, yeah. Now imagine listening to this. You have TV on loud trying to watch your damn anime. Talk on the phone. You can't. Flat iron. I don't use it anymore. I have it, but I don't use it. I just don't use a really flat iron. I'll use the combs, but not the flat iron. Right? My first curling iron, that was what prompted me to go buy that 5-in-1. I only had just this, and then I had this one. This one I don't think really works that well, because I don't think it's getting that hot. I should toss it, but I still have it. It still gets hot, but I just feel like even when I have it all the way up to the max, it's not getting as hot as I expect it to be. You know? And then there's this comb. I bought this off of Amazon. It still works, but as you can see, most of the little these are gone. Why? My hair broke it. My hair broke it. But I was still using it because, you know, when you plug it in, it still heats up. It'll still straighten the hair. It may struggle a little bit, but it still straightens the hair. So if you're interested in getting it off of Amazon, I don't see a brand name under. It is... No, I can't really see. It's faded because I've had it for a few years now, over 3 years. Then this as well, my mom gave me this. I used to use this to brush out my hair as well. It would try to do it. It would try. It'll take a while, but it would try. Would I recommend this now to someone? No, not really. Just get one of those, either the Tymo, depending on which one you prefer. Either the Tymo or the Wavy Talk, one of those straightening brushes. Get one of those instead. And then I have this flat iron that I bought specifically to do when I'm doing my edges, and then I never use it. I used it once or twice and I never used it. This does not turn off on its own, because you know those girlies, you always see them take the curling iron or whatever and they the edges, and then afterwards they do the little swoop and whatever. But I suck at edges. I guess that's why I don't do it, because it turns me off and pisses me off to know that I struggle with my edges. I do. I struggle with my edges. So those are the products that I have purchased on my own or have had from my mom. And then I showed you the ones that I have gotten from brands now that I have been creating content online. So I'm going to finish packing everything up. Oh, my battery. Did my battery just die for the light? I think it did. But you can still see me. I'm gonna finish packing everything away and cleaning up the room. It is Miss Taryn setting out, and I'll see you next time. Bye!